Now coming to the another page, it was grandfather who usually brought home various animals. Now it was actually usually means it was usually hamesha ki tarah, it was grandfather who usually brought animals at home. Had grandmother known that I too had started bringing home livestock, now he's saying that if grandmother will come to know that I have also started bringing livestock here is means animal, means I have also started bringing animals, because if she will come to know that this black baby goat has been brought by me, she might have considered sending me back to the boarding school. Now she will get angry if she will come to know that it's not that only grandfather, it is also me who is bringing the animals. She will again send me back to the boarding school. So grandfather always my ally means always मेरा कोई बचाने वाला, मुझे जिसने बचाया. So grandfather, always my ally, had to pretend that he had purchased the goat as an investment. Now he said to the grandmother that he has purchased the goat as an investment. Now he saved this boy from his grandmother, that this goat has been brought by me, not by this boy. Goat's milk is very good for your rheumatism, he told grandmother. Now grandfather is saying that goat's milk is good for your rheumatism. It is rheumatism, what is it? Is a disease, not disease, it's an ailment where you have aching joints होते हैं हमारे जो body में. We have joints in our bodies, okay, like our knees, then we have, these are joints, these fingers, these are joints. Why? Because we are able to move, we are able to bend it, these are joints, understood? So she was having joints pain, grandmother was having joints pain. So what did he say? He added that goat milk is good for your this ailment, so that is why I have brought this. The prospect of goat milk, okay, the prospect of milk made grandmother more tolerant. What was the prospect? Possibility. Now this possibility which this grandfather has given to the grandmother, that goat milk is good for your this kind of ailment, so this made her more tolerant. So she thought that okay, this is for my own benefit, ये मेरे खुद के फायदे के लिए. So she accepted that goat. It made tolerant of a new pet, even though she knew it would be sometimes before the goat could give any. Even though that she knew that this is very small goat, this will not start giving milk right from tomorrow, means ऐसा नहीं है कि कल या few hours के बाद she'll start giving the milk. No, it is a baby goat and it will take time that goat to grow and give milk. So she knew that, then also she accepted it. My goat was soon named Tinkerbell. Now the name given to this goat was Tinkerbell, after the fairy in Peter Pan. Now you must have heard about the story of the Peter Pan. There is a fairy named Tinker, so she was given the name Tinkerbell. There was something of the fairy in Tinker. Now there was something, the fairy in Tinker, it was something very special in that fairy Tinker. She skipped about very daintily means very delicately. She skipped about very daintily, and her feet seemed equipped with springs when she leaped around the lawn. Now this goat, when she skipped around delicately and her feet was so full of enthusiasm and energy, if we saw her jumping in the lawn, they felt it happy. The boy and the grandfather, they felt it so happy, that is why maybe they gave it the name the Tinker. To make the name even more fitting, I tied a little bell to her, and so I would always know by it tinkling where she would be. This is very easy. Now to make the name more fitting, he tied a bell with the neck of this goat, and with this tinkling, whenever she moved, this bell tinkled, and with this tinkling he always came to know that where she was where she was and what she was doing. She loved an early morning walk and was in many ways a better companion than a dog. Now he's saying that she was better than a dog. She was better than a dog. He didn't wander off on her own. She didn't wander her on her own, gets into quarrels with cats or stray dogs. Now he's saying that she didn't wander off on her own. She didn't wander off here and there on her own, and she didn't get into quarrels with the cats and the stray dogs. The only thing she chased were butterflies, and she would tumble into ditches. Ditches गड्ढे होते हैं जिसको आप इंग्लिश में ditches कहते हो. Ditches are the pits. Okay, ditches, and slither down. Slither means twist and move like a snail. She would play around with the butterflies down slopes in her eagerness to follow them. But goats grow fast, and unlike Peter Pan, Tinker Bell and the fairies Tinker had to grow up. Now, unlike this Tinker Bell fairy in the Peter Pan, this goat has to grow up. To begin with, she developed a neat little pair of horns. उसके सींग बड़े होने लग गए. Okay, so she was developing these horns. Her appetites began to increase too. She loved the leaves and flowers of the sweet pea, the nasturtium, and the geranium. Okay, these are the names of the types of flowers. Okay, these are the names of the types of flowers, nasturtium and geranium. These were all grandmother's favorite garden flowers. Now you can see that grandmother's favorite flower was nasturtium and geranium, and her favorite food was also this. Understood? Her favorite food was also these flowers. So now you can imagine that how the grandmother was tolerating this small little goat.